How do dreamers, thought leaders, paradigm shifters change the world? They have to ask themselves this one question: am I willing to chase my dreams? If you want to know how to push the boundaries of your influence, impact the world, and live out your God-given dreams, then this is the podcast for you. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Passion and Prestige podcast. I am your host, world changer, dream chaser, and all-around nice guy, Teron Nolan. I am so glad you are with us today because today we got an episode that is the episode of all episodes. Oh yes, we are talking about quitting. Woo. I know it's a topic we don't like to talk about because, we kind of all have experienced this. But we need to talk about why it's important that you do not quit on your dreams. So, let's talk about it.
They just wanna knock you off the top, but I ain't gonna drop till I say so. Till I say so. Cause I say so.
You didn't come this far to only come this far. So keep going. Keep growing through every painful situation. Every frustration is a wooden plank that builds the bridge to your dreams. So don't shy away from the painful moments. Don't shrink, don't blink. Keep your eyes focused on how far you are. You didn't come this far to only come this far. Once you learn to quit, it becomes a habit, a cleverly crafted attraction that spins round and round, a never-ending cycle of highs and lows, a Ferris wheel of fear. Do you know that Martin Luther King's I Have a Dream speech took 96 hours to finish? Not to mention that very speech is considered the turning point in the civil rights movement. He knew that he didn't come that far to only come that far. He pursued it and chased it, laid down plank after painful plank until he finally embraced it. To give up now would have been a waste when I'm finally face to face with my dreams. So what are you pursuing? What is that thing you're doing? That thing that requires 100% of yourself. I've always been afraid of water. Ever since my parents let me watch the first Jaws movie, I've been terrified of the ocean. The thought of a vast underwater world that is hidden to the human eye, that's the kind of stuff that my nightmares are made out of. So when I finally decided that I was going to swim in the Pacific Ocean, you can imagine the confusion on everyone's face. I'm sure my friends were thinking, Teron's going to die. I saw Rebecca laughing while Warren held up a paper with R.I.P. written on it. My friends were great, but not the most comforting people in the world. No one believed that I would actually do it, but I was determined. A theme that has been very familiar in my life came rushing back. Run away or do it scared. And I wasn't about to run away. I had to ride back with these people. We finally determined on a spot that I would swim to, an old rickety buoy out in the middle of nowhere. No one believed I would actually do it except my good friend Carson. Carson was a strong and silent type, wildly adventurous, the kind of guy that would give you his jacket and scarf in a snowstorm. To this day, I'm not sure if Carson believed in me or was just scared out of his brains for me. Either way, when I jumped in, he jumped in. The Pacific Ocean is cold. I'm talking very, very cold. And as soon as I was in, I knew this was going to be a horrible idea. The cold temperature sent a shock through my system, forcing all the air out of my lungs. The challenge had just started, and I was already in serious trouble. Now, spoiler alert. I didn't die. Clearly, right? But if Carson would not have been by my side, I'm not sure I would be here speaking with you today. Ah! What's that? Giant slimy seaweed had wrapped around my leg and foot. The ocean was literally wrapping itself around me, trying to take me down to the depths. Carson, dude, I'm not gonna make it. I screamed hysterically and exhausted. All determination and dedication had left my body. I was ready to throw in the towel. The problem with throwing in the towel while you're in the middle of the Pacific Ocean is, well, you're in the middle of the ocean. Carson looked at me and said the best thing I had ever heard. He said, "You can quit, but you are halfway there. It will be the same distance and take the same amount of effort to swim all the way back. So you might as well keep swimming." What Carson was saying was the same thing Martin Luther King must have been thinking while writing his iconic speech. You didn't come this far to only come this far. Don't quit. I made it to the buoy, exhausted but overjoyed. My heart and mind could not fathom what just happened. I made it. No fear, no seaweed, no exhaustion, no doubt could stop me. I was the king of the ocean that day, and I understood what it took to make it that far. Remember, you did not come this far to only come this far. You have to keep pushing. Too many times, we get in that situation where we are right in the middle of pursuing our dreams, and we hit that exhausted stage. We hit some adversities. Maybe we hit a wall, and we have to decide, are we going to continue to push forward, or are we going to turn back? Right? You can either continue, or you can make the decision that this is too much and you're going to just pack it up and head home. But here's the thing I want you to think of. If you're in the middle of the ocean, it doesn't make sense to swim all the way back. You might as well keep going. You didn't come this far to only come this far. That's what we're saying here. Evaluate where you are in the process. Despite the adversity, despite the ups and downs, despite the highs and lows, evaluate where you are. And then make the decision. Look, I came all the way here. I sacrificed. I worked hard. I put in hours, blood, sweat, and tears. I'm not going to stop now just because of certain setbacks, just because of adversity. I'm going to keep going forward because if I quit now, all that hard work was for nothing. Ladies and gentlemen, you have to make that decision. Passion and Prestige Tribe. We have to make that decision, and sometimes we have to make that decision every single day because we're up against different kinds of challenges every single day, and we have to decide, are we going to quit? Will this be the day that I quit, or will this be the day when I swim a little further? Don't throw in the towel. Don't stop swimming. Keep going. Keep chasing your dreams. Yeah, it's going to be tough. There's going to be some times when it feels like the seaweed of doubt is trying to wrap itself around your belief. But you cannot let it suffocate you. You cannot let it take all of your air, all of your oxygen, all of your will to achieve. You cannot let it take your dedication. You cannot let it take your preparation. You can't let all that be wasted because you don't want to go any further. Ladies and gentlemen, you are more powerful than you think. So wherever you are, whatever is going on in your pursuit of following and chasing down your dreams, I need you to just take a break, reevaluate, and say, do I really want to give up on this right now? All this hard work that I've done, all the sacrifices, all the hours, do I really want to give up on it right now? That's a decision that only you can make. I can't make that for you. My encouragement is this: keep swimming. if you're in the middle of it, keep swimming. Don't stop now. It doesn't make sense. You already put forth so much effort. Keep going. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to end this episode with these powerful, powerful words. Chase your dreams until the dreams you chase become reality. Go change the world. And remember, you didn't come this far to only come this far. Keep swimming. So now that you're part of the Passion and Prestige tribe, I want to know what you think. I love hearing from my listeners. So if you wouldn't mind taking a screenshot of you listening to this podcast and tag us at Passion and Prestige on Instagram. And don't forget to go into your podcast app, subscribe, and leave us a 5-star review and a 5-star rating. This helps us reach way more people. Passion and Prestige tribe, thank you so much. I will see you next week, and remember, chase your dreams until the dreams you chased become reality. Go change the world.
They just wanna knock you off the top, but I ain't gonna drop till I say so. Till I say so. 'Cause I say